my nightmare.
I don't know why I randomly the ADHD be kicking in so
ADHD.
anyway, listen, just like okay, nope, you know what? Actually, fuck it, I'll share with y'all too, because y'all probably not everybody probably on my social, so whatever. I saw this picture, right? I think you I don't know if you saw it or not, but like it's like bread, butter, sugar, and like cinnamon. It's like the four pictures. I spent 5 minutes looking at that shit trying to make a sentence because I thought, it was one of the pictures. So I'm like, I'm like, how the fuck? What is they saying? Bread, butter. Okay, maybe toast sugar. What the fuck? And like the captions are only real ones know, so I'm really trying to make a sentence, and I really, really like after a
Cinnamon
couple
sugar
minutes, I was
bread,
like,
baby. Cinnamon sugar bread. Like
I
I
was like,
knew it as
oh,
soon as
it's
you
a
said
snack, not
it.
a sentence. And I said that out loud, and my friend was sitting there. He looked over like, "What the fuck do you mean?" Because I just out of nowhere out loud because it was really like a realization. I was like,
Like it's like
"It's
a
a snack, not a sentence." And he like, not a sentence. What does that mean? And I had to explain it to him. So yeah, my ADD be whooping my ass sometimes, y'all. Y'all don't know. Anyway, though, welcome back.
that is funny.
We are here.
Yes, we are.
And it's gonna be a good episode. We doing some black horror, but also I could not figure out the list until I texted
Wait,
to you earlier.
wait, wait. So we not doing Afraid because I definitely watched it and that was good.
Oh no, we were gonna do Mr. Crockett today.
Okay, that's cool too.
Yeah, all right.
I already watched that.
And then we can do Afraid next because I didn't watch that one yet. I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
I watched
But
it
yes,
literally today.
makes sense. There we go. That's how it be.
Man, that was when I finally found some time because I'm like, I don't want to start trying to watch a movie and I'm sleepy. I'm never going to get through it. So I'm like, I'll watch it
Yeah,
Friday after my hair appointment because that'll be before we record. So, but
yeah.
cool, it's in memory
Well,
bank.
yeah, I do want to do that one, so we can do that one next. Because then I want us to do like top 5 techno horror. I didn't even know that was a category. I just like typed it in. I was like, oh shit, that's
Mm.
a real word, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So we can
especially
do
when
that
you watch
next.
this movie, it,
Oh,
it
I'm
makes sense.
sure. But it instantly made me think about like Megan and shit like that. I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be a fun list. But today, Black Horror. Um, we are doing Mr. Crockett, and then we're gonna do our top 5. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I'm like, how is this? But I guess haunted kid list. Cause they be fucking with kids in these movies. They be hunting the fuck out of these kids. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I wasn't haunted as a kid. Like, thank God. Wow. Um,
Dang, two.
do you want to do?
I had a pen. Give me
Um,
1 second.
oh yeah.
Is it a pen? I had one on the table. I don't know where it went. I bet I picked it up and
But
walked
y'all, if
away
y'all
with it.
haven't seen it yet, Mr. Crockett is crazy. First off, I think he has potential to be a new like black horror legend for us, especially since we recently lost, rest in peace, Tony Todd. So, um, but yeah, it's basically a Barney Mister Rogers kind of mix up for me. That's what it put like in my mind. Is kind of what I felt like as far as that character, and then he got
Hmm.
like twisted, obviously. But like that's what it puts you in the mind of. I feel like,
So I thought more so like an evil ass Mr. Rogers.
yeah. I think the kids being there and singing with him is where the Barney part comes in,
Yeah, it's
but
like a merger of
definitely
the
Mister
two. The way
Rogers,
the
like
like he himself gives Mr. Rogers weird vibes. The kids being there
yes,
gives the Barney
yes,
vibes for sure.
yep, yep. So yeah, that's the one that we are doing. Did you want to do the review or the list
We can do
first?
the review first.
Okay. Um, and I love a good opening scene, and this definitely had a good one.
You
Like,
know the dad had it coming.
oh fuck him, and
He
like
had
from
it
the moment
coming.
it came on, he was just being a dick, and I'm just like, Jesus, like I get the idea. Some men they try to toughen up their sons and shit like that, or whatever the case is. But he was just being mean. Like there's a difference.
Yeah.
He's just being fucking mean. And the little boy the whole time, like before, or he was being mean during this part. He's watching the tape,
Oh
Mr.
yeah. Before
Crockett's
he come.
little show. He watching the show and shit. He's like all like to the point where his attention is completely gone. You're not thinking too much of it.
Zoned
Obviously, that's
in.
what kids do. They be zoning out sometimes, especially if it's some shit
Mhm.
they like. But you know, then it's time to eat dinner. However, the dad is just like being a dick to him, and the mom kind of can't handle it, so she leaves the room. She's like, I can't deal with this, but also stop talking to my fucking son like that, or you can just do that. But anyway, so she leaves the little boy with the daddy in the room who's being a dick to him, and he continues until there's like the door opens, and this Mr. Motherfucking Crockett at the door. And he like, hey, basically, you know, you need to get a taste of your own medicine type shit. So he changes his food into like some gross shit.
It was like moldy, soupy,
Like, oh my God.
boogery. It looked so
It was
disgusting. I wanted to gag.
Awful. Yeah. And so he took that and started like spoon feeding him and shit, force feeding. First he was doing the whole plane shit. He would open his mouth. He's like, okay.
Really
He said, oh, okay. I'll do it for you. Like force fed him. And then the nigga's stomach just like opened up. I was like, excuse me? What's happening? Yeah, and it was kind of crazy that his chair, that's what it was. Like all the like certain objects around him started turning real. So like the chair he was sitting in like trapped him and turned into like a fucking puppet. Like it was trippy. And so they kill him and the mom happens to see it. And she's like, what the fuck, you know? So they jump to like I don't know the time frame, but it's, you know, a different family and they're at like a funeral. And it's like this lady and her son who is obviously autistic, but he's just doing a lot. And it was like, fuck,
I don't know that he was autistic. I think it was just because it was his dad's funeral. They went to say goodbye to her husband, his dad. So he like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm thinking some of the parts after this when they were like just in the house, just them two, they kind of did like a little slight montage of like life. And he could have just been like he could have literally actually just been rebellious and shit.
Yeah, I think it's the rebellious nature because that's what she was just having such a hard time like disciplining him, knowing that most of it is just your grief. You angry because your dad is gone, and then so you taking it out on me. What am I supposed to do? So she was trying to gentle parent.
She was trying so fucking hard. Up until like this point where like so basically like she finds the tape and she lets him watch it.
It just like magically popped up in some brand new library.
It was like the book, the
library houses people have in their yard. It just like magically appears. She's like, hey, what's this?
Oh, I think cool. Maybe my son might like it.
Yeah.
And she let him. He's like watching it. It's calming him down. So she's like, yes. But then she's like, okay, well, I don't remember. It was like dinner or it was just something that he needed to do.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't turn it off.
Of him watching it at that point. And she's like, all right, let's do something else because you've been sitting in front of the TV for too much.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch. This is my shit. Like, I don't know what you trying to do.
Literally bucked up at her like, what is you doing, sis? Like, go on and watch TV type stuff. And I'm like, whoop his ass. And
please.
I don't mean like physically. Well, you gotta do something though, sis, because this is out of
no, I mean 100% physically. Whoop his ass. Like he definitely did. Cause he looked at her like, bitch, like what's wrong with you? The fuck? Excuse me? Like I think kids should have a healthy fear of their parents, or like I don't know if it's respect or fear, but he had neither one. Like
he was not scared of any kind of consequences. None.
Oh, and we missed that was the one part too. A little bit before this, he went outside to play by himself
at the
in a house
funeral,
full of
the
adults.
Funeral, like the repast basically at the
house full of fucking adults, and no one like he's like outside playing, and
with the door
wide. Look like a crackhead, right? I mean, she might have dabbled after this, but I'm gonna chalk it up
looks
to
like a crazy ass woman. Like I don't even notice that she's the mom from the opening scene at all.
Because I forgot to say that Mr. Crockett takes the little boy, kills the dad and takes the little boy. But yes,
at that point, at the opening scene, I assumed he had killed both the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't think nothing about it. So when she comes on screen looking all crazy, like, he's coming for you.
He's coming for you.
Protect your son. She like, bitch, what is you? Don't come over here no more. Crazy.
Yeah. Bitch. He was literally yelling, "Let me go," and shit like that. And like this house full of adults, ain't nobody hear shit. I was like, also he ain't got no cousins. Like,
didn't nobody want to play ball with him?
Where your cousins at? Niggas really don't be having cousins, I guess. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got too many. Shit. But yeah, so like back to the part, you know, he buck up at her and shit, and she takes it from him. So they jump, it's like another part. They go to another family. It's like a little white girl and her daddy, who just like, this man is literally in the living room shooting up fucking heroin. Needles just chilling. He like, just stay in your room for a few hours. Stay in your room till your movie's over, till your tape's over. Like, what? Excuse me? So she's watching Mr. Crockett. Mm-hmm. So there's obviously multiple tapes like out there, which is wild. But she's watching it too.
Or is it because I don't think they're the same timeline, right? The way we watching the movie, we're being introduced to timelines, but we're not sure till towards the end of the movie that they're all it's not the same timeline. They're different phases of when these things were happening. So I think it is the same tape. Because it just magically
but just at a different time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Yep. Okay. So then, so the little girl, she's watching the tape, and then her TV starts fucking up until the point it just goes out completely.
Yeah.
So she like go get her daddy, who's already had his first little bit, passed the fuck out on a fucking recliner. And she wake him up like, "Hey, can you fix my TV? Like I can't watch my movie." And he tries, but it just don't work. So he like, "I'm gonna go get you a new one." Kids like right now, or like he like, "No, like fuck." He's like, "No, tomorrow, whatever the fuck. Just let me do my drugs." So he closed it. And so basically, like, she ends up getting taken. So Mr. Crockett comes to her after he closed the door, kills the daddy. I forgot what the death was. It was the gun, and he shot a balloon that kept blowing up in his fucking mouth.
And it just
crazy. Yeah, like cool. So he takes a little girl, and now we go back to the main character family. And now it's later on because they end up having a moment again, and she's like, "I wish I wasn't your mama." Like fuck you, like nigga, you are awful. And now Mr. Crockett is like, "Oh, okay, bitch, you terrible." Like if you haven't caught on yet, like the idea is fucked up parents. He comes, redeems them, and then takes the kid. Yeah. So he comes to get him, and she sees everything. She tries to like help him, save him, but obviously it just doesn't happen. And then she goes to the lady from the beginning. Bitch, you said somebody was coming and all this shit.
Yeah. Is that after she meets the dude that says his daughter was taken?
Yes. Yep. I forgot about him. Yeah.
He was suspicious that when he popped up, right? Because at this point, you see all the kids that Crockett has. Now, one of them looked like they could be his daughter, but I was like, maybe it's the Asian girl. Maybe he had a kid with an Asian kid.
He could have a little mix. But he might be down with the swirl.
He said that he had a daughter, and she was the only one that popped up, and he looked and you know what?
Yeah.
He gave mixed vibes in the first fucking place. So I didn't already. I was trying to figure out, like, well, where the fuck was his daughter then?
He was suspicious, but I never thought about the daughter, like which kid was his part. I just knew. I was like, oh no, there's something.
That's what there. Made him suspicious to me when I was. Well, I'm like,
yeah,
weird. Okay.
Like, okay. Yeah, I see that.
So I'm like, all right, but like you said, she goes and meets the lady from that we all thought was a crackhead. Turned out to be the mom from the beginning of the movie, and she's like, I didn't pay attention. You know, the nigga just
like
took
basically admitting all the fucked up shit. Like, yeah. Or like her fucked up parenting, basically.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so you know, the guy, like, they first off, homegirl, the crackhead lady, she found a way to tap into his like world. Because
Yeah.
like it's
She
in
had like a bunch of
the tape.
TVs and everything
Yeah.
set up. It was very it gave very villain flair.
Yeah. Very much so. It was like in a garage or some shit, like a shed and a whole bunch of TV. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just knew she was probably on some bullshit, but no. But she found a way to look into his world, like, and see who he kind of was going after next type shit. And they had him do that, and they were able to, they found out his origin story, basically. And like, he kidnapped the kid and just wanted to treat him nice type shit that he felt like, you know, back, I think it was like the 70s or something that they were referring to.
I don't know if he was a mentor or a teacher or something, but it was like some kid in his care. And I think like the parents weren't taking care of him. So he just was like, well, snatchy.
Well, shit. Cool. I got you. And just took the little boy, which was wild. And like,
take somebody.
Yeah, and he took him to looks like the TV station where the show is filmed, and there's like a shootout kind of thing, the standard. He dies, however, and the little boy survives. But so they learned that, and then they used the homegirls like TV shit to like kind of almost like summon him, essentially. And he get there, and I mean, he fucks them all up. They think they was about to do some shit. He was fucking them up. I was like, oh wait, no, he's strong too. Like, I didn't, because before this point, he was just using like some Freddy Krueger magic type shit.
Yeah, it was like his magic powers and shit.
He said, oh no, I can fight. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I ended up killing. I know he are almost killing the crackhead lady, and they follow him into there's like the little portal or whatever into his world, so they can see what it actually looks like. The shit looks like a hell dimension. Like everything.
Oh my god, it's
twisted.
so run down. It's so
but like the kids see, the kids are hypnotized. They see like the cute little Mr. Rogers like type shit. So she's trying to like convince her kid, and technically I guess the rest of them too, like, hey y'all, please, like look, like this shit ain't hello.
Yeah, because at one point she told him earlier on like she didn't want to be his mom no more because she clearly was overwhelmed, overstimulated, and got to going, which you shouldn't do because then you say things like that.
You say shit like that. I wish I was never your mom. I'm like, bitch, I wish I was your son.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because you can't take it.
You can think it. You can think it.
Don't act on
but
it.
Yeah.
You know, be weird, but you're like, man, but you definitely don't say it to them. So
you don't say that one. But this is now the part where homeboy starts to really show his weirdness.
Yeah.
And he like, they kind of like they started hiding and shit for a second, and then he was like, fuck it. He came out. He's like, it's me. Like he was the little boy.
It's me, Jessica.
He was like, and it was so I started to get it because they, like that when they showed the story, when they were telling the story, it was like a little light skinned boy or however. So I'm like, I was thinking that, but I still was also thinking like he was trying to get a kid back, or just something. And then he was basically like, "No, I missed you."
Yeah, he was like, "It's me," and Crockett was like, "Nigga, who?
Nigga, who? I don't." No, he really hit him with the nigga who. He was like, he said, no.
No, you.
The person I was like the kid I saved is a
12-year-old boy. Like, what is you? Who is you?
Which is also wild because it's like just the concept of growing up work in your mind.
Apparently not.
Or time in general. Like he's probably just still in that time of when he died. Ooh. That's crazy. Okay. So yeah. But Mr. Crockett, like, nigga, I don't fuck with you. You grown. Literally. Like, you're an adult. I don't like adults. We good. And he just straight up killed that nigga. I was like, he was here for you.
That nigga said,
but whatever.
Weirdo. I didn't feel bad when he died either, because you weird.
Nah, because you weird.
It's not you having
Like,
Stockholm after all this time for
he
some weird
kidnapped
entity.
you. He kidnapped you, and you are like,
and you've been trying to
take me
find
back.
his soul that's like haunting people and snatching kids. Like, you think this cool?
You want to join him? Like, I don't get it.
Weirdo.
So now, you know, it's like a fight between her and him and her son, and they're like both like trying to like sway him, say little shit, like, you know, he's like, she'll be mean to you, and I'll love you forever, and she's being real, like, you know, shit. I know, my bad. I know I said some fucked up shit, but I do love you.
Okay, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. And so eventually, you know, it takes a second, like literally back and forth. And then he finally is like, okay, this is my mom. I love her. And he falls out of the trance, and they use this magic marker, which I did feel about that part too. That was like his magic wand.
Yeah, to open and close the portals and stuff.
Yeah, and so they use it as kind of like a knife, and it just kind of kill him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they leave, and they take the marker with them. They leave his dimension to take the marker. So now it's like a little time later, they have a better relationship. And he starts getting a little aggressive. And the teacher kind of lets him know, like, hey, your son has been very interesting lately. He's been drawing pictures of his dad. And she's like, oh, well, I mean, you know, he did lose his father, blah, blah. And then they show the picture that he's drawing, and it's Mr. Crockett and like dad under it. And it's like, bitch, excuse me? So now this nigga is affected like the other grown ass fuck.
You know, want to go back. I don't even think it's that. I think that they didn't actually kill him, because at the end of the movie,
oh no, of course.
Like, I think that's just him, like, still connected to him.
I think it's like his essence is in that marker or something like that. Like, it's definitely something to do with that. And them taking it with them, like, keeps him alive or something, like something with that. But yes, that was Mr. Crockett. And definitely, clearly, with that ending, it's gonna be a sequel, which I'm excited for. Like,
and it's funny,
it was definitely a fun one.
We got the movie short thing from. I mean, we got the movie because they did like a 20-minute short or something, and it was on Hulu. And it got such a positive response that they, I guess, was like
okay, let's do it. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think the guy who played fucking Mr. Crockett did a great job. He was creepy as hell, also fun. Like, I love my villains. That I love the horror movie villains who are fun and creepy. Like,
he's the creepy that's like, you know. When you meet people that are too nice, like, why are you so nice?
Yeah, it's like, nigga, no, there's something wrong.
All right, what you plot?
You don't have manners, bitch. Who are you talking to? Something wrong with you. Yeah. Okay, so rating wise, let's see. It's definitely watchable. I'm gonna give it that.
Oh yeah, I would watch it. I watched it again. So
yeah, kill count, I guess I'll give it half, because it wasn't a lot of deaths, but in retrospect,
it was more about snatching the kids than it was
more,
killing the parents.
Yeah,
so much, because he didn't kill her, which he could have. No. He just snatched the kids. So
that, and then he killed the. Because I mean, there's still like about 4 or 5 deaths, so that's like maybe half. Okay, fuck yeah, I'll give it a half. Fuck it. Gore. Not really, but yes.
I guess
that was the goriest one, which is wild.
Yeah, the deaths were kind of like, oh, okay, popping open bellies and whatnot.
So then half. Okay, I'll give that one another half. So then we had 2 fully. Killer Fear Factor. I enjoyed him, but I don't know if I would be afraid of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid so much of him if we didn't know it was coming. Like, you don't know it's coming until he's there.
Yeah, it's just well, shit. Yeah,
and you might not make it.
I won't give it that. Okay, but I hope you've been nice to some kids lately. And cinematography, I want to kind of give it half for that, because I like the look of some of it. Like when they were watching the tapes, that old gritty looking tape feel, and then just like some of the visuals.
Setting in the show, the time setting was either late 80s, early 90s. So I felt like
I'm gonna give it early 90s. It definitely like that.
Yeah. I can't. They tell you what year it is currently in the. I just can't. But it was like a late 80, early 90 year.
Okay, so then altogether 2.5 stars out of 5. I'll give it. I'll go ahead. That's fine.
It feels low, but the movie was really good.
Right. Like I said it out loud. I'm like, damn, I don't like that though. But like it is good.
Despite the rating, it is a really good movie.
It's just how the rating scale worked out, y'all. That's all. All right. Yeah. So we can hop on over to our haunted kid list because they haunt the fuck out of these kids. I think we can do a mix of both haunted kids and scary kids. Cause I was thinking about it, and some of them, like when the movies that came to my mind, some of them were the kids who are affected, and the other ones were like the kid who was the problem.
Yeah, so I just did a mix of them because I'm like, I don't know, but I actually think except one, all the kids are the problem in the movies I have.
I mean, even if they're not the villain, kids are usually the problem in horror movies. If there's a child involved, I always know, fuck, they gonna fuck something up.
Man.
I know it. It's definitely fucked them kids all 2024 over here. Like I'm literally me and my homie, like we be watching, like when we watch some shit and a kid would do some shit, like, God damn it, fuck these kids. Oh shit, let me pause right quick. Hold on one. But yeah, we'll watch a movie or a show or whatever the fuck, and every time that we've for the most part seen one this year, a kid always fucks some shit up. I was like, oh, what? Fuck these kids. They always fucking up some shit. So yeah, that's what this list is, y'all. I can go ahead and start if you want, or if you got one ready, however, whichever.
I can start.
I don't hear you anymore for some reason.
No.
Oh, because it probably connected to my. God damn it! Hold on. So yeah, if you have yours, or however you want to do it.
My number 5 is Insidious.
Okay.
That little boy didn't ask for none of that.
None of it. It's not my fault because I can astral project, bitch. I'm asleep. I don't know. Like, damn. That fucking red demon.
Oh my God.
Day, that introduction of seeing that motherfucker, he was like, Daddy's looking at you. Who? The camera just going up. I was like, oh, bitch, fuck all of this. Yo, what? That was crazy.
Insane, bro. Insane.
Like
he's scary.
And then he had the nerve to have hooves for feet, so he's stumping all hard and shit. When he was chasing him, I was like, hell no, turn this off. I was in the theater like, turn this off. Change the channel, please.
Something, because why am I afraid of him, bro?
I'm telling you. Okay. So my 5th place. I'm gonna do the little girl from Silent Hill. Was it? What the fuck was Sharon? But her real name was Alessa. And that movie, just because I played the video game and just the visuals in that movie was just fucking nuts, and they still are. And I can't wait for the next one. But it wasn't her fault. Like, damn, I'm reincarnated. Why y'all trying to kill me? I ain't do shit. It ain't my fault. I was reincarnated. Damn.
Oh man.
Terrorizing the hell out of that little girl. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. 4th place.
4th place is Children of the Corn. Cause how you just got a town of murderous children?
Like, fuck all those kids.
All of them. Because like, if you an adult, oh baby, you're off. You're talking.
Why? There's no point of you being here.
Like that is so scary. So now when I go into like small towns and stuff, I just be looking like these killer kids.
I need to see an adult.
I don't trust it.
I see gray hair over there. Good. Cool. All right. She look about 40. Cool. We safe, y'all. It's good. It's good. Yeah, they did a remake of it 2022. It was not good. I'll just say that. Definitely not needed, but it's not like Children of the Corn was like the fucking blockbuster, knock it out of the park hit. Anyway, it was definitely B horror cheesy shit, but it was a fun idea. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And I think the thing that really sold it was the main kid. He looked creepy as shit. Like, bitch, where did y'all find him?
Gave school shooter vibes, okay. Definitely nutbag.
Okay. My fourth. Ooh, The Shining. Danny from The Shining.
I thought you were talking about them twins.
Oh, I mean, well, so the little boy who saw the twins, but yeah, that was one of the parts specifically. Like, the fuck you mean? Come play with us forever and ever and ever, bitch? No, turn that big wheel right around. Like what? But yeah, he was terrorized too. Like, looking back, your daddy is trying to kill you and chase you through a fucking maze during a fucking snow blizzard. Like, excuse me, that was terrifying.
He literally went there and just started losing his fucking mind, and was
looked up one day and said, "You know what?
Let me off my family."
I don't really fuck with them like that. No way.
Here's Johnny. Like, come on, bro. Go on, bro. Yeah. Why you in the door like this?
When he was chasing him in that fucking maze, Daddy boy. Oh, hell no.
Jack Nicholson played the fuck out of that. Okay. Scared. I know
that is.
I wonder if that little boy was like at some point during
actually scared.
Yes, like
because homegirl, she was like, she had moments of like, yeah, like, can we cut? Like, so I can imagine the little boy probably had some too that was like, "Woo, shit, I need you to." But, and thank God he didn't, actually go nuts, or at least from what we know. He was definitely like just watching behind the scenes shit. He was always like in the zone. It was like in the back, just jumping around and tossing his arms and shit, like making noises and shit. Like, oh, okay, yeah, he in this. He's in there. Shit. The one scene, that's what I'm saying, just real quick too. Just the scene where he was going up the stairs to the wife and shit. Yeah. That little transition of like, what the fuck did he say? He was like, "I didn't say I was gonna hurt you, sweetie. I just said I was going to bash your brains in." Like, excuse me? That's
synonymous. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? But yeah, okay. Third place.
My third place is the 1973 version of The Exorcist. Oh, girl, when I saw that as a child, scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, watching her face all cracked up, spew and throw up all over the place. Like, what am I watching?
Well, they fucked the little girl up, both in the movie and in real life. Like, she like broke her back on that scene. We were like tossing her back and forth. They thought her screams was acting. Yeah, they had like a machine doing that. That little girl broke her fucking back.
I did not know that.
Like, they were fucking her up. Like, excuse.
That makes it all the more terrifying that she was in that movie. She's gonna come back and haunt.
So, like, some of those screams were like real when she was screaming at that part. Like, bitch, ow! They like, oh, this is great. This is great acting. She's doing such a good job. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
You're doing.
Like, what? Okay, so my third place. I mean, it definitely happens. We tend to have some of the same, but my third place is Insidious.
Okay.
I'll go as far as to say Insidious 2.
Okay.
When yet again another fucking father is possessed and trying to kill his kids. Like, that shit was. He was like, I remember just seeing him being like, "Mom, Daddy's different." She's like, what do you mean, sweetie? No, there's something wrong with Dad. It's something wrong.
Like, I know it. Right, bro.
And the way that he kept like it, I do love that one was really good too, because like throughout the movie he's just getting just meaner and shit to them, and it was like, dog, there's nothing going on in this house. I'm like, bitch, there's something going on with you. Somewhere, nigga, somebody haunted in this bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll say that. Insidious too. Real quick, honorable mention. Was it Insidious 3? And the girl's like a teenager, or like, yeah, she's like in high school trying to get into college, and the spirit, like, I mean, fucks her up. She get hit by a car first, and now she's like in the apartment. Like it was so many scenes. I was like, oh my God, leave her alone.
Yo, you just be sitting there like, damn, can you get off her?
He broke, like, she had like a cast on her foot or her leg or something. He just made that bitch bang it up against the fucking wall and break. I was like, stop. He tossed her on. Like, the spirit in that movie was literally fucking that girl up. I every time I rewatch, I'm just like, my God, somebody need to call somebody. Somebody please call somebody. God damn. Okay, second place.
So technically she's not a child, but the orphan.
Oh, fuck her. Yeah.
Yo.
That little bitch was wild.
She wanted the wife out of there. She wanted the kids gone. She wanted that husband to herself. Okay.
Yes. That scene where she was taking everything, that is still like one of my favorite horror movie scenes, because you just do not see, like, she looks like a whole fucking little weird Armenian child. Like, and then out of nowhere, she immediately turns like 45. And it was like, wait. Hold on.
Like, let's reverse. What happened?
Did I miss something? I don't. Oh, it must have been a time jump. It was a time jump. Like, no, she straight up immediately turned into like an Armenian Italian fucking like
crazy.
So, yo, this is wild.
Go lay down.
It was even worse in the second one, and there's supposed to be a third one.
You know, I haven't seen the second one. I've only seen the first one, and that one still is so good to me. But she really was like not a kid in that. Like, that blew me.
I was like, hold on, and it made like, yeah, that's top 10 like horror movie twist for me.
Yeah, for sure.
We would have to do a list like that, because that bitch tripped me out. Okay. I was gonna do this one as my second, but I kind of want to have a different option thrown in there. So I'm gonna do Poltergeist.
Okay.
Specifically, Mary. I was about to say Mary Ann. What was it? Sue Ann. What the fuck was her name?
Which Poltergeist?
The very first. Well, the original trilogy. And what the fuck? Carol Ann. There we go. Like, damn, what the fuck is her name? Nigga, I said Sue Ann. Anyway,
it was close. You had the Ann.
I knew the Ann was there. I just couldn't remember the first part, the prefix.
Oh, the little girl, didn't she die?
Yes. Over like half of the fucking cast of that movie died. I was about
to say, this was the movie that had like a lot of people die. Like,
yeah, it was like the Poltergeist curse. People say it's because they used real bones in like the pool part of the scene. Like actual fucking bones of people, because it was cheaper than like buying. And I'm like, that's insane. If he really did, Steven Spielberg should go to jail. You curse those people.
But and it's crazy, he died like 6 years later. Like, years later.
Filming the third one, if I'm not mistaken. It was filming the third one, and it was like a light fixture kind of situation or something. But they were all like kind of weird or fucked up deaths too, like the ones that happened. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, they like definitely a classic. The whole they're here, that shit. The second one got me too. That old fucking priest, like, I stopped being afraid of him maybe like a few years ago. Like, like I just could not look at, like, sometimes some old people, it's like, dog, please kill me before I look like that. Like, kill me before my shit is just like a fucking skeleton, because now I'm gonna scare everybody. And that old man looked terrifying. Hey there, Caroline, you gotta let me in. Like, it was like, no. Bro, what? what's happening? Yeah, that shit was scary. Okay. A number one.
My number one is The Omen.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Fun fact, that's where my brother's name comes from. And scared the shit out of my mother. She never watched another scary movie again.
I love that.
But she
I
loved
love
the
it.
name. How you just replace your dead baby? Also, where you get that baby from like that just to be replaced?
You just like, fuck it. Oh, fuck it. You didn't ask, you didn't check anything. Just,
just
thanks for the baby.
Out.
So I don't know if you the prequel to that came out this year. I cannot recall what it was called, but I watched it. It was pretty good, but I like watching prequels because like what's next. So it literally ends at the hospital with that scene, and when they show like where the bit like crazy. But yeah, no, The Omen definitely as a kid got me because the little boy was scary looking.
Baby,
he had that look down
with the face, the way the time of dress and everything.
It was perfect. Like, it's like, how do you find creepy kids? Like, as a casting, what do you call out? Hey, looking for creepy ass looking kids. Like,
what do you write?
Does your child look different? Bring him to the casting, like, because he looked like that. We never see those kids lived around like that look creepy. I mean, well, white kid, but still, I don't think I've ever seen a kid that looks like that. That was like rich. Oh no, this is different.
Man.
And then the 2006 one, it was weird because that little boy almost looked like he could have been the child of the little boy who played the original one. Like, I'm gonna shut up. Conspiracy.
It's all creepy.
Creepy as hell. I love the idea of it too. I'm a very as I get older, I really like religious horror. I guess just as I like study it more myself and get into certain parts, it was like, okay, so like just the idea of it is interesting. But yeah, fuck that little boy. All right, so my number one is It Chapter 1. The whole crew. Like,
okay.
Genuinely terrorizing all of them.
All of them, one by one, individually.
Terrorizing them.
It ain't even a group ever. Like, at least two of them can be scared together. No, it's individual.
He's like, I'm gonna, and then also I am gonna also scare y'all as a group. Like, I'm gonna terrify y'all when y'all by yourself and when y'all together. Because my brain, I immediately go to like the kids who did it. They were like, oh no, this scene like it got them and like some of the adults that was on set was like, oh shit, like the scene where they were in the garage and like they did the whole
because he was big. That one scene in 3D would go nuts.
Because I never thought.
Felt like he was actually popping out the screen because he felt so large on screen.
It was like, what the? And he's stumping to it. Like, sound design sometimes is everything.
Because of the bass you feel from boom, boom, boom. Like, oh my God.
Just crawling like that. I was like, oh my. Bitch, please. Yet again, somebody call somebody. These kids are going through it. Where is CPS? Like, what the fuck?
The parents don't give a fuck until the kids go missing.
And because it's the holiday season, I'm gonna throw this in there. Honorable fucking mention, Home Alone.
Oh,
because fuck that. It's all cute and shit because it got Christmas music and the score is all do. No. Because what was they gonna do if they caught Kevin? They was gonna kidnap him and kill him. They wanted to kill that little boy, and they could have they could have went to a different house.
You know what? I didn't even think about right how dark it could have got for Kevin. No, it's my nose ring. It's a butterfly.
Why did I just now notice that the whole fucking show? Okay, that's
sticking out. Yeah, that's my nose ring, my double nose.
I was saying, you guys. Anyway, they were gonna kill that little boy. What else was they gonna do with him? Because they could have. Y'all was on a rich ass block. Y'all could have robbed any other house. Y'all wanted this house. The block was rich. Y'all could have.
Well, they chased the house and knew nobody would be there. That was the biggest reason. But they still, like you said, it would have been more than one rich man.
They wanted to kill Kevin. They wanted to kill him. That's just like it. Like, They terrorized this little boy.
Right, because part 2, they could have left that little nigga alone in New York. They didn't have to bother him.
They really wanted to kill him in part 2. Like, what? I'm like, this is not. I was just watching it this year, and I was just sitting there like, I don't know why my horror movie brain was. It's probably because I think like the past few years with doing this, I've watched more consistent horror than I have my whole life. Like, so it was like I was watching it through horror eyes, and I was like, this isn't a crisp. This isn't happy. What is it? This is a fucked up movie. What? I did a TikTok with that, and this girl, she was like, I realized that this year too, when I had my 3-year-old watch it, and she said her daughter asked, she's like, are they gonna kill him? And she's like, no. Well, she was starting to say no, but was like, I think so.
Maybe. Oh my God.
They're either gonna kidnap or kill him. Either one was terrible.
So bad.
But hey, fuck these kids 2024, right? Anyway. We could definitely do the AI one next.
Yes. Yes.
We'll check back on schedule and all that. But as always, I appreciate you doing this with me. Before I let you go, you know this feel. Let the people know what's going on. Got something next, where to find you, all that good stuff.
Hopefully soon I'll tell y'all my website back up. I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I feel it. Because if you make some more donuts sometime soon, just let me know. If you could just maybe toss some in the oven while I'm there, like it's just if you can, we got it.
I'm dead.
Because I still remember that flavor.
They were so good. Like
it literally tasted like cereal.
That man,
like
warm soft Fruit Loop.
Like Fruit Loop, yeah. Like, and I don't even normally like shit like that. Like I love donuts, but like that flavor would have been like if that was like the name of it, I would like it probably wouldn't have been the thing I got.
Yeah.
But just trying it, oh my God, yeah. Thank you.
So good.
But yes, before I let y'all go, don't forget, check out Upsurge magazine. Issue 3 is going to be coming out real soon. I am just it's such a weird, exciting thing to be doing because I'm the boss. I keep talking about it, but I can't get over it. I'm the boss. Like,
yeah, like this is yours.
People gotta check in. Like, I have a team and everything. And they like check in with me, like on certain things. Like, hey, does this work? And I'm just like, why are you asking me? Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I am.
Like,
the boss
all right, okay, right. Yeah.
Oopsies. Okay. So check that out. Link is in like all my socials. And then, love, I will definitely hit you up. What time is it? Oh yeah,
5:20.
I got some shows to do. It's gonna be a fun Friday. Woo! But no, I'll talk to you later, love. I love you. Have a great night, and I'll hit you up when I get out there next week, the 17th. Either way, I'll let you know. Bye.